Hello, fitness enthusiasts. You've tuned into CJP Fitness, your go-to channel for all things fitness and training. Here we're all about pushing limits, breaking through plateaus, and taking your training to the next level. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, there's something for everyone. Today we're going to dive into a fascinating topic: advanced resistance training techniques. We're talking supersets, drop sets, cluster sets, and a whole lot more. It's all about optimizing your workout for maximum results. Exciting, isn't it? Before we get started, how about we take a moment to ponder. What are your fitness goals? Are you aiming to build muscle, increase strength, or perhaps break through a plateau in your current training regime? Or maybe you're just looking to shake things up and prevent your workouts from becoming monotonous. Whatever your objectives, there's a good chance that advanced resistance training techniques could be a game changer for you. We're talking about methods like agonist-antagonist supersets, drop sets, cluster sets, and high-load resistance training, supplemented with low-load resistance training under blood flow restriction. These are not your everyday run-of-the-mill exercises, but rather, they are strategies specifically designed to maximize muscle growth and enhance your training variables. Now, it's important to understand that these techniques are advanced. They're not necessarily for beginners. But for those of you who are well-trained and looking for ways to take your fitness to the next level, these methods could be just what you need. So, let's keep your fitness goals in mind as we explore these advanced techniques. Remember, the path to achievement is not always straightforward. Sometimes you need to shake things up and try something new to see the progress you desire. So, let's get ready to dive in and discover the potential benefits of these advanced resistance training techniques. Keep your goals in mind as we explore these advanced techniques. Scene script: advanced resistance training techniques. Ever heard of them? They're not as daunting as they sound, promise. Let's start with the first technique: agonist-antagonist supersets. Sounds complex, right? Well, it's simpler than you think. This technique involves alternating between exercises that target opposing muscle groups. For example, you could do a set of bicep curls, the agonist, followed immediately by a set of tricep extensions, the antagonist. This helps maximize your workout efficiency and keeps your muscles engaged. Next up, we have drop sets. This technique is all about pushing your muscles to their limit. Start with a weight you can lift for 6 to 10 reps. Once you've completed your reps, immediately lower the weight and do another set. You'll continue this process, dropping the weight each time until you've fully exhausted the muscle. It's tough, but the results are worth it. Then there's cluster sets. This technique breaks your sets into smaller clusters with short rest periods in between. For instance, instead of doing 10 reps all at once, you might do 5 reps, rest for 20 seconds, then do another 5. This technique can help you lift heavier weights and increase your total volume. Now let's talk about high-load resistance training supplemented with low-load resistance training under blood flow restriction. It's a mouthful, but bear with me. This technique involves lifting heavy weights with traditional exercises, then following up with lighter weights while restricting blood flow to the muscle. The result? Greater muscle growth and strength gains. Next on the list is accentuated eccentric loading. This technique focuses on the lowering phase of the lift, also known as the eccentric phase. By using a heavier weight for this phase, you can stimulate greater muscle damage and, consequently, greater muscle growth. Finally, we have sarcoplasma stimulating training. This technique targets the sarcoplasm, a fluid-like substance in your muscle cells. By focusing on high-rep, low-weight exercises, you can stimulate the sarcoplasm and potentially increase the size of your muscles. These techniques aren't just fancy words, they're a way to revolutionize your training routine. Now that we've covered what these techniques are, you might be wondering, what's in it for me? Well, let's dive into the potential benefits of each technique as per the research, emphasizing on muscle hypertrophy and breaking through plateaus. Supersets, where you train 2 opposing muscle groups back to back, are a great way to maximize your workout efficiency. By pushing one muscle group to its limit, then immediately working its antagonist, you're able to maintain a high level of intensity throughout your workout. This can lead to increased muscle growth or hypertrophy, and who doesn't want that? Then we have drop sets. This technique involves performing a set to failure, then reducing the weight and continuing for more repetitions until you reach failure again. This method is a surefire way to push past your comfort zone and stimulate muscle hypertrophy. It's like a challenge for your muscles saying, "Oh, you thought we were done? Think again." Cluster sets, on the other hand, are all about maximizing the quality of your reps by incorporating short rest periods within a set. This can lead to increased overall volume, which again is a key driver for muscle growth. So if you're hitting a plateau, this could be the game changer you're looking for. Now let's talk about high-load resistance training supplemented with low-load resistance training under blood flow restriction. Sounds like a mouthful, doesn't it? But this technique is all about getting the best of both worlds. The high-load training helps build strength, while the low-load training under blood flow restriction helps stimulate muscle growth even at lighter weights. It's like having your cake and eating it too. Accentuated eccentric loading is another technique that has shown potential for enhancing muscle hypertrophy. This involves focusing more on the lowering phase of an exercise, often by using a heavier weight than you would for the lifting phase. This technique can cause greater muscle damage, which in turn can lead to greater muscle growth during recovery. Lastly, we have sarcoplasma stimulating training. This method focuses on increasing the volume of the sarcoplasm, a fluid-like substance in your muscle cells, to drive muscle growth. While the research on this method is still in its early stages, it shows promise in helping you achieve those muscle gains you're after. Remember, these techniques could provide additional benefits compared to traditional training protocols. So, if you're looking to spice up your workouts, break through plateaus, or just maximize your muscle growth, these advanced resistance training techniques could be just what you need. Phew, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? How about a quick recap? We've delved into the world of advanced resistance training techniques, exploring some innovative methods that might just be the key to your next breakthrough. We talked about agonist-antagonist supersets, a dynamic approach that works opposing muscle groups in quick succession. This method is brilliant for building balanced strength and preventing injury. Then there's the drop set, a high-intensity technique that progressively reduces weight for continuous muscle fatigue. It's a real endurance test, but the muscle hypertrophy rewards are worth it. We also discussed cluster sets, which involve short rest periods within a set to allow for higher training volumes at greater intensities. This technique can boost your power output and enhance muscle growth. Not to mention, we touched on high-load resistance training supplemented with low-load resistance training under blood flow restriction. A mouthful, I know, but an effective method to stimulate muscle hypertrophy. Then, we explored accentuated eccentric loading, a technique that emphasizes the lengthening phase of muscle contraction. This can lead to enhanced strength and size gains. And finally, we dabbled in the concept of sarcoplasma stimulating training, a method that could very well boost your muscle size by increasing the volume of sarcoplasm in your muscle cells. Each of these techniques offers unique benefits, and integrating them into your routine could help you break through those stubborn plateaus and keep your training exciting. Remember, the key is to experiment and find what works best for you. Fitness is a journey, and these advanced techniques are just more tools in your arsenal. With these advanced techniques, you're well on your way to achieving your fitness goals. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share. Until next time, keep pushing your limits. And that's a wrap for today's video. We hope you've enjoyed our deep dive into advanced resistance training techniques. We're grateful for your time and attention, and we'd love to keep this fitness conversation going. So, do hit that subscribe button, give us a follow, and share this video with your fitness buddies. Let's spread the good vibes and the knowledge. Stay fit, stay healthy, and remember, the only bad workout is the one that didn't happen. Catch you in the next video.